You also have undrafted free agents you're signing. Like, if you consistently get 0 players that are impact guys out of there, you're really in a rough spot. The Cardinals are in a better spot than the Niners by far. Yeah, they have so much young talent, it's not even close.
I disagree with that.
Oh, their roster is in such a better spot. Their ownership isn't, but their roster is so much better.
Just look at the head coach. Like, LaFleur could be good, but like,
I think Joseph's talking about their roster, like roster-wise. Roster-wise, they're in a better
debatable.
spot.
I mean, they don't have any good young defenders.
Walter Nolan, Will Johnson are both good young defenders.
Well, they're in their second year. Besides those two, I mean, you could argue the
Niners have 0.
No, you could argue that Fred is still relatively young. Was he 29?
He's 30.
28? Is he 30? Okay. What about? Okay. What about?
If it's Fred, then you could put Buddha technically.
Oh, but Buddha's washed. Buddha's washed. I mean, I get your point. Nolan didn't stay healthy last year, so Will Johnson wasn't the easiest, obvious good pick of the draft last year. Like, I can't believe he fell so much.
Me neither.
But yeah, I mean, look, it's certainly an argument. I don't know if the 49ers are ready and their fan base is ready to rebuild, but it could come out as fast. And I'm not even trying to hate. It's just like, I know people glaze the fuck out of Upton Stout. I need to see it another year. He's undersized, and he there's tape on him now, right? Okay. Bernardo Green, not great. Okay. He might have a big year. We don't know, but he hasn't looked great so far, especially when he was getting cooked by the Chargers players at joint practice. And I'll just go down the list of young players. Okay. Let's go. Siegel. Can't trust him, right? Not yet, at least.
Siegel's terrible.
Well, it's the second year. Let's give him some grace. Michael Williams. I said at the time it was a horrible freaking pick. I wanted Walter Nolan. And we'll see. I mean, hopefully he's good against.
Yeah, hopefully he comes back week 5.
Hopefully he comes back in week 5 or 6. Okay, but that seems like it's another flop. Alfred Collins seems like a flop. I don't care. Like, if you're drafting a defensive player in round 2, they better be very good. And he just has no pass rush juice. So he's strictly a run defender. He can only play a few downs, right? So that's what I'm calling him, a flop. Nick Martin, certainly a flop. I'm just looking down the list. Stribling, jury's out. He looks good so far, and they really need him to be good because he's their only young receiver. Pearsall looks like a flop.
Pearsall's a flop. We can confidently say Pearsall was a bad pick.
Yeah. But again, I'm just going down the list of like their young players. Purdy, really the only hit of the young players, like 26 or under so far, like in the last 5 years is, I mean, I guess Pooney, if he comes back healthy, like I like Dominic Pooney actually a lot. I think he's really good. But besides those two guys, like, am I missing anybody? Am I missing anybody of the young player? Like, how many of those guys can you confidently rebuild? Like, no wonder, Tyler, you got to think about it. No wonder they want to stay old with these guys, because at least those guys were productive NFL players. Like, they don't have good young players. How are they going to rebuild with no good young players?
The sad thing is this reminds me of the Balky era, but even Balky hit more often than the Lynch-Shanahan era of drafters. Like, it's just, dude, this team just drafts so bad. They just draft so bad. It's like, what can you do, man, when you constantly miss? Like, they haven't drafted a Pro Bowler since what, 2021?
Well, Brock, 2022, all pro since 2021, and that's Hufanga. He's not even on the team.
Was Brock Purdy hasn't been a Pro Bowler though?
Yeah, it's 23.
Was he?
Yeah, he was named, but he went to the Super Bowl, so he didn't participate in the game.
So, yeah, and that wasn't even a John Lynch-Shanahan pick. That was Brian Greasy. That's what I'm saying. They haven't picked a Pro Bowler since.
And the thing is, bro, like, their best picks from what we're seeing are like Jaden Duggar, like a 5th rounder. And it's like, that's who we have to be excited about. Like, I love Jaden Duggar. I like Grayson Howden. We'll see. Jury's out. But why can you only hit on picks in the later rounds?
See,
why can't you hit on first, second, and third round pick?
Bosa for a 1 is crazy.
I think you could do it if he has another really good year. Teams are desperate, Tyler. Teams are desperate.
I don't know if they're that desperate for Nick Bosa with a fresh new.
Well, Josh is getting older. Josh is getting older. He doesn't win a Super Bowl this year, and it's like, well, he's fucking.
I think 31. I think the Bills would be more likely to trade Josh Allen than trade a first and pay Nick Bosa.
They traded a second for DJ Moore.
Yeah, DJ Moore is for Josh Allen. Nick Bosa isn't.
I mean, probably. I'm just saying that's a hypothetical. Like, it's more likely a 2 if he has a good year. I mean, shit, they wouldn't get a 3 for him right now. So
I don't think you'd get anything for him right this minute. You'd be begging.
I mean, so I'm a little concerned. I am. This is really the last year they can be good if everything goes right. Like, let's say Evans turns out to what they want to be, and Lombardi is really happy about. Told you guys Mike Evans was a great signing, and they have this great year and lose in the divisional or NFC title game. That's best case scenario. This team is now winning a Super Bowl, and next year they probably are in the worst position of anybody in the league, because if you do enter a rebuild, Tyler, you can't be paying your quarterback $50 million.
They wouldn't be. They'd get rid of Brock.
They would have to cut him, and I think that's unfair to Brock because he's truly their only good young player, right? So that is consistently like at least solid enough where you can consider him a good young player.
I mean, if you're gonna
to him,
no, if you're gonna rebuild.
I think, have to, but I'm just saying the fan base won't like it when he gets cut.
I mean, the fan base doesn't like anything they do, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm just saying they're in a bad position. I think it would be disingenuous to not discuss the position.
By the way, Brandon, this has been getting traction again because of practice. Can you please tell people that Brock Purdy is nowhere near Justin Herbert, please?
Yeah, he's not. I mean, if you have eyes, Justin Herbert's a better quarterback than Brock Purdy in every shape. Yeah. Oh my God, Brock plays better in the playoffs. So what? Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback on the planet then? He's played well. I mean, I think Jalen Hurts fucking sucks, and he's had his best games in the playoffs. So you can't unequivocally say, like, Justin Herbert is 6'6", has a great arm. Now, is he soft? Is Brock tougher? Yes. Like, he's a tougher, yes. Herbert's soft. Every big moment he flops. But if we're talking, who would you start your organization with?
Talk about his offensive line.
Like, last year, I'll give you that.
They're setting NFL record.
Last year, I'll give you that. Look, Tyler, the point is who's a better quarterback? It's Herbert. Yeah, because if you were to start your organization, you would start with Herbert. You wouldn't even think about Brock Purdy, in the top 10. So, like, Herbert is still an elite talent guy.
Here, do you think Kyle would be on board for a rebuild? Or do you think Kyle would be like, I'm good, and go to the Eagles?
No, I think he's on board. He loves it. You know what's shocking is I feel like with all of the tumultuous last few years, right, that Kyle has had, I think he loves coaching the 49ers. Like, I think he has that in him where he wants to be the guy to win them their next Super Bowl at all costs. Yeah. But I don't think it's going to be with John Lynch. I think John Lynch is going to get fired at the end of the year. Or he'll just be moved upstairs. And I don't know if that's a good thing, because if they hire within, then you're looking at Kwesi running the team, who obviously nice guy, but didn't do a great job in Minnesota.
Yeah, Kwesi sucks too. You just need to get an outside guy. Brandon, this guy, Neat God, he had a problem with your Herbert soft comment. And he said Brock missed how many games with a toe and Herbert missed how many with a broken hand.
But I'm just talking about in big games. Take away last year.
And the year before, they set NFL records in both games against the Texans.
Let me rephrase that. He might just be stupid because his decision making is bad.
Okay, sure, stupid you could say.
Like, Brock is a smarter quarterback than Justin Herbert. Like, he has to be, Tyler. He's 6 foot and has no arm. Yeah, he's got to be to even play at the NFL level. Herbert is a demigod, bro. He's like 6'6", 240 with the best arm in the league besides Allen.
Yeah. I mean, do you wish the Niners got rid of Kyle for Ben Johnson last year, like me and Grant said they should have?
I mean, what would that have done, though? They still have a shitty roster.
He probably would have stripped it down to the roots, given us the rebuild we want and need.
Well, I think we're going to get that regardless after this year. So, I mean,
do you have faith in a Kyle Shanahan rebuild again?
Yes. Because you know why? And this might be the minority. I do, and I know he gets a lot of hate because of the choking in Super Bowls. They don't get close to those Super Bowls without Kyle Shanahan, first off. And second off, even if he's a poor evaluator, I'd rather have his coaching because he's going to get the most out of some young players than other coaches. Yeah. So I'd still believe Kyle's a better coach than Ben. Now, Ben will probably become a better coach than Kyle within a few years. So, I mean,
do you me and Grant debated this on our stream. Harbaugh versus Shanahan. Who do you got?
Fucking Kyle Shanahan. By
Really?
a mile.
No
By a
hesitation.
mile.
Really?
Why
By a
is there any
mile?
hesitation? What has Harbaugh fucking done in the NFL besides choke a Super Bowl to his brother? Kyle's at least gotten to multiple and choked them, but he's won multiple NFC championships, unlike Harbaugh. So I'm just saying, Harbaugh does not have a great playoff record. Kyle is literally the schematic genius up until the Super Bowl.
Okay, but now that Harbaugh has gotten rid of Greg Roman, Harbaugh or Kyle Shanahan.
Well, with Mike McDaniel, I mean, this team will be very good. If he has Mike McDaniel, I think, Harbaugh I would take as a better coach.
Do you think the Chargers or Niners will be better this year?
The Chargers.
By a lot or not by a lot?
Not by a lot. I mean, I think look, again, a lot of it is contingent upon health. Like, is McCaffrey missing most of the season in this scenario, Tyler, or is he healthy? Because they're the San Francisco.
How the Niners are going now and how the Chargers are going now.
Then they'll be way better if McCaffrey is continuing to be injured, because they're the San Francisco Christian McCaffreys. They literally can't run an offense without McCaffrey.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I was telling Grant, like, I guess you have to take Kyle for right now because he's been to the Super Bowl more. Like, they're both Super Bowl losers, but he's been more.
He has more playoff success. You know how many people? I mean,
Harbaugh has never had a losing season in the NFL, though. I don't think so.
Yeah, he would have with the roster they had 2 years ago. But again, I think the issue that I have with this is, like, you're giving me two coaches. Like, if I'm getting Harbaugh and an offensive genius in McDaniel, I'm taking Harbaugh and McDaniel.
Okay, Kyle Saleh versus Harbaugh.
Kyle Saleh.
McDaniel.
Saleh's a good DC. Yeah, Kyle's better play caller than Mike.
I do agree, though. The Chargers, Nika just said the Chargers-Niner thing is a battle of who's more hurt, which I completely agree with.
Yeah, but the Chargers, and I think they have similar philosophies.
I will say, though, like, I saw people freaking out about the Chargers losing their center. Bro, they got Jake Slaughter, who I think is going to be better than whoever they have right now.
Yeah, he's great. I mean, he's great. They're in a great position for the future, and their biggest downfall is going to be paying Herbert all that money, because Lad's going to want an extension after this season. You know, like, they're going to have guys, like, that's the inevitable thing with all these teams, is like, we're in the part of history where people don't want to pay Brock Purdy $50 million a year because they saw Darnold win it with 30. So we'll see if.
Yeah, but Herbert's not like a Darnold Brock level guy. You kind of have to pay him a shitload.
Yeah, but it's harder to build the rest of the roster. You got to hit on your picks, and Cronin's done a good job there. He'd be a great GM, you know? So again, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I don't want to be too far into this. Like, I think it's bad if the Niners are 11-6 and lose early in the playoffs than 0-17. Like, I think it's bad.
I agree. I think I would rather the Niners go 0-17 than be
it sounds like a crazy take because you're rooting for losing. Like, nah, dude, I've seen this team go to the Super Bowl 3 times in the last 15 years. Like, I don't fucking need to see another divisional or NFC title game loss. They have no chance at winning the Super Bowl unless Matt Stafford gets injured. And even then, there are teams like the Lions, Bears, and even the Cowboys and Eagles are pretty good. So I don't know. I think that it might be a blessing in disguise if they're bad, but I think Kyle's also too good of a coach to lose, to like have a top 5 pick.
Hey, Kyle's done it a couple times.
No, they had the 11th pick.
No, I mean, well, when we picked Bosa.
Well, that was his first year, bro. He was inheriting Tom Fula's roster.
I mean, hey, if they go 6-11, that's a good record for this draft.
Yeah, you'll have a top 15 pick.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, but they'd fuck that up. They need a top 5 pick.
Yeah, I do agree. So they really do.
You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. I mean, they're healthy in the White House. Drink from the fountain of youth. They have a shot. I mean, yeah, but of course. But we'll see. Look, I will say this. It seems like luck has to start going in their direction a little bit. No? Because it's been so anti for years.
I don't think it's bad luck. I think it's bad choices. It's bad drafting. It's paying players that are injury prone. Like, bro, we got Nick off an injury. Like, we drafted him off an ACL injury. Like, this is the second time in his career he's torn it. Like, it's not like we're drafting the epitomes of health and then being like, oh man, that's so weird they're getting hurt. Like Christian McCaffrey, we only got him for, I guess, that bargain because he was so hurt. Like,
I guess. And with that, we'll end the show. Thank you for hopping on, Tyler. I'll clip this up, get some extra posts out there as well. But thank you, and we'll maybe we can go live after the game tomorrow. We'll see.
Sounds good. See you later, everybody.
All right, see you.